Mr. Allen should hold their own. While Move, I think either his ganks are going to come to snowball, visit Chachi, make him the predominant split pusher, but more likely he's actually just going to camp path down mid. They don't have to concede here. Move getting snared. They look for the snare into Flourish combo.
Locked down again on the way in. Wall back. Nice! Cancels the tunnel. First blood from Schalke. That was clean.
Move tried to buffer into his tunnel. If yours gets... And they don't do it.
Oh, nice recovery. Respect for the recovery, but the fight is what we're going to have to look in.
Let's see this fight.
Thank you, fight, for stopping me from being embarrassed. But Mr. Raw is maybe embarrassed because he just gets popped. Instant destruction coming here. Unicorns of Love not satisfied with the way these fights have been playing out. Chachi very aggressive on the front line, but I don't know what he's going to be able to get here. Trades his life, gets over aggressive. Exile going to pick up the Gnar in the back half, and a double kill for the... Wow. That was, in fact, literally a cheer for the word everything.
Yeah.
Double cheer for everything.
And they cheered louder for the word everything than they did for you, Sifa. What does it tell you? Here we see Chachi.
Oh, potentially caught out. Gilius on the way in. Spraddle here as well. Chachi, there's no options left for him. He's trying to do what he can, jump in the air. Shane gonna come in. Is he gonna be able to get a kill back? No. Nice chain CC coming in from Schalke. Move makes his way down. It's too late.
Still, it's not a boring game. They need to remove vision, play some of it themselves, open up the map.
Vision going down. Oh! Rinse and repeat. We see this every time, but Exile may have paid with his life. He gets knocked back. Exhaust goes down. Fancy footwork. Can he make it? No. Shut down from Rawlez. One shot, one kill on the back.
Then Mr. Rawlez can just pop his ulti. That's why he has to be very, very scared here.
Oh, no. We've seen this before from Exile. One more dash. One more.
Yeah.
Oh, going in. Locked down. There's no room for Exile to escape. TP is coming in, but it looks like it will be canceled in the end. Not the same for Steve.
TP canceled on one. But the wall may fall.
Militang potentially caught out. Bits of damage onto him. He has to flash safety. Steve on the wrong side, but he's got the Mega Gnar. Flash out to dodge the wave. Rawlez with the shots from the long range. Curtain call.
Interesting that Steve opted out of the fight. They could have just focused on Visit Chachi in the front line too, but definitely respecting here. Exile looking for a pick on Rawlez. Rawlez not fighting snare on Move.
Up, nothing left. Rawlez on a rampage. Inhibitor's going to drop for Schalke, and the patience coming out in this exchange. The tangible gold lead right there, saving the day, but Unicorns of Love just buying themselves a bit more time in this game.
And that was the out for Unicorns. Assassinate MA80 carrier, but it was barely not enough. Rawlez healed after the fact here. Chachi now is getting pulled down. Fox is zone.
Oh, flash out, Fox. One more, gets it. That was the hook shot, making things happen. Oh.
Expect. Right now, Exile's looking to flank here too. Good that Gilius does not engage because the counter engages here immediately.
Coming on. Mega Gnar's already been used up, but Fox just doesn't care. Curtain call comes out. Who is going to drop? Is this the last act for the Unicorns? One drops for Fox. Last shot. Is it going to be enough? Chachi is going to get burned down. Deathfire Grasp wins the day. Snare going to miss in the end. Schalke taking control of the base. Veritas, he sets a fall. They burn him down. Double kill drops for the Jhin. Elise goes up, she goes down. Someone else on the side of Unicorns goes out, and Schalke take control in game 2. So many ties coming out across both teams. They may have struggled in game 1, but Gilius stepping up, the whole team stepping up and shutting down the 1-3-1 from Unicorns. Never given a shot to make the plays they wanted. And one final kill to close this out in the favor of Schalke. They're gonna tie the setup 1-1.
Both teams here, honestly, slightly disappointed with the result. I'd imagine Unicorns failing to close out the 2-0 series again after the Bard and Shen get banned on blue side. And then Schalke, they were expecting a 2-0 coming into this series.
Yeah, just really interesting to see how both of these teams have adapted. Of course, good shot calling.
Lining up for the Braveheart handshake, you know, both teams at one side, charging at each other.
Sportsmanship. Everyone's gonna get a chance for some fan handshakes.
Fan shakes?
Fan shakes.
I mean, this is an excited crowd. If they like anything and everything, they may just like handshakes even more.
Handshakes? Yeah. I got a fist bump. Moving in. Looking at the way this unfolded, though, really interesting to see what the weaknesses for both these teams are. I mean, shot calling wasn't consistent for Schalke, and for Unicorns of Love, I feel like they have such a limited number of compositions that they can play reliably.
If the control mages get put out of the equation, then Exile has to play as side laner, and then the 1-3-1 just doesn't work, despite running double side stone. Lack of efficiency, lack of execution. And then Steve was just monsters on the side lane here, shutting down any opposition. But for me, Mr. Rawls is still the one that closed the gap here. Every single time there was an opportunity, he landed Deadly Flourish. And he got then a couple of kills right there. 1 or 2 kills he wasn't involved. Let's see, 7-1 and 5. Yeah, so he was in 12 out of 14 kills here. Really high kill participation for such an open map too. So very well played by Mr. Rawls, in my opinion. My vote for player of the game.
I believe mine as well. Landing those snares, coming in clutch on the back end of those team fights. And Deathfire, I've learned in the last couple of days that Deathfire Grasp is without a doubt my favorite mastery.
Isn't Deathfire Touch?
Deathfire Touch, yes, not Deathfire Grasp. That would be the item for which it is named after. I'm glad Deathfire Grasp is gone.
DFG, yeah, the good old times. Actually, it doesn't even ring a bell. For me, it's just DFG in my head. Oh yeah, those were the days. It's like, I'm a mid lane assassin. I'm ahead. Let's get an item that puts me even farther ahead. Top-notch quality gameplay.
I'm glad it's gone for the sake of Lissandra players out there, because every time a Lissandra would build DFG, it would drive me insane. Like, yeah, you can one-shot somebody, but that's not what your character does. Like, pick LeBlanc if you want to one-shot somebody.
And at least the Unicorns won one game, so their manager didn't die and buy a pink suit for nothing.
Yeah.
Because we've said this multiple times. That's permanent die.
That's permanent.
Dedication to the craft. I like it. If you commit fully.
Yeah, no smoke and mirrors on the Unicorns of Love.
No shenanigans like the first week when they show up with the cheap spray paint in their hair. No. This guy commits.
High quality die coming in here. Can we be one color each too? Like, can you be like? Wait, I'm just saying. Like, can I get if I go like bright red? Will you go blue?